thing is, in order for Barcelona to sign all of these men, to actually like register them, they have to sell De Jong.
Yeah.
So that's why they're saying like, yeah, De Jong, you have to cut. But I'm telling Shug's brother, I'm saying, bro, you can't expect man, if man owe you peas.
Run me my peas and I'll
You want your bread first, 100%.
Yeah.
So then the other issue is now is him coming to play for United and come to find out that him and Ten Hag don't even have the best relationship like that.
They don't.
Their relationship is not even that. It's not even that great like that.
Mad.
So this is my thing now. Like I've been saying, see the Frankie de Jong thing. Let us just move on.
Yeah, but I don't
Keep it
think
moving.
there's any suitable alternatives.
No, I hear that, but Jerry, we can't rely or be so hell bent on the whole transfer waiting for one man, and then when it comes to the last dying minutes, we're buying some fugazi midfielder that we all know that it's a panic buy.
Trust me, especially with the man them going home at half time and that, it's a bit mad.
Well, to be fair, when I saw that, I understood it. Ten Hag gave bare man permission to do that. To be fair,
Alright, fair enough.
yeah, because even today, I woke up today and I saw like films or videos of even like so you see like the pictures that you showed me.
Yeah.
So the lad was literally 2 meters away from him,
Okay,
literally
fair enough.
walking.
It just looked like
Do you know what it is?
they're just really painting my man
No,
to be
I've clocked
villain
it now.
though, innit?
That's what I was telling you
No,
guys.
it's-
That's
no,
when-
It's dry. It's the season. There's no news.
So
They
this
need
is
to make some
told you.
news.
Okay, so this is my thing.
I told you.
I know that they're trying to paint Ronaldo as some type of villain.
Yeah.
However, Ronaldo himself hasn't done himself any favors
In terms of what?
in terms of, even though again people can say, oh, he went away for family, King call this and that and whatever. Cool, I can hear it. I can understand it. Now, when he came back, you come back with the agent, then Sir Alex Ferguson's coming in, then the next, like, brother, just go and talk to the manager.
But who's to say that he hasn't done these things?
No,
because
I'm not-
again, everyone is getting the information from the media. This is what I said weeks before. Like, listen, of course they're going to try and make a story out of every single thing.
Yeah.
But the guy's arguably the most famous person in the world. Of course you're gonna try and leech off and make any kind of story. You see him step into somewhere, you make a story from it. Bruv, for all we know, for me, he said that he wanted to leave. United said they want to keep him. That's all that's really happened.
Okay.
And he has every right to say that he wants to leave. And the club have every right to say that they want to keep him.
And
Everything
again,
else, bruv, everything else is...
him saying that he wants to leave, I have no issue with. United saying that they want to keep him, I have no issue with. But the only issue is that now United's looking like that boyfriend who tried to keep his ex.
But this is not the first time
His
that we
girl
see
has
something
told
like this,
him
though.
that it's over.
Bruv.
I'm outie.
This is not the first time we
No,
see stuff
I
like
hear
this,
it. No,
though.
you're right.
But in all fairness, you see when you're married,
Yeah.
and you ask for a divorce, you know you can't just get a divorce. You know you have to go to the judge. You have to give a good reason.
There has to be
why.
There has to be good grounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ronaldo, you've got
Ronaldo's
2 years
ground-
contract, bro. You're on a 2 year contract. If no one wants to buy you, if no one wants to come to buy you, you're not
You're
leaving.
not going.
No, I hear that, but obviously he wants to play Champions League. That's his reason.
Someone
On top
buy
of
him.
that, I think he's asked for United to also terminate his contract. So just like what he did at Juventus when they kind of had a mutual agreement and everyone parted ways. Now,
But you lot paid though, no?
no, remember
Yeah,
he
so-
was
wait.
no.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it wasn't for
wasn't
free.
anything.
It was you didn't.
Yeah.
It
Oh
wasn't
no, I'm
terminated.
so
You
sorry.
lot paid.
I'm
yeah.
so sorry. You paid 25 mil for it.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You lot paid, yeah.
So,
Same
but at
thing
this,
needs to happen.
so okay, so just like what Juventus done with Aaron Ramsey.
I think this time around.
A mutual thing. Now this
Yeah.
is just my thing. I'm not again. I would love Ronaldo to stay because he's a goal scorer. We know what he brings. Now, this is the same thing that what I don't want. The cycle repeating itself, where we have a new manager. We might have players that may not want to stay, and it might cause a lot of problems. And then somehow, it's going to be put on the manager. I feel like that's very unfair.
Do you think Ten Hag wants him or wants him gone?
No, he wants him. If I was Ten Hag, I would want Ronaldo as well because of what he brings. But if a man is complaining because he wants Champions League football and he feels like he has more to give in terms of his standards, I'm not mad at that. But my thing is, it's just that just let our new manager now come in and do his thing, and like whatever mistakes he makes, is at least we know that it's from you. Like, these are the players that you've wanted. There's no point keeping a man that doesn't want to stay,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to play under a man that is trying to get the best out of you. But really, because the only thing that's blocking your mental is Champions League football. It's dry to me, bro.
That's yeah. That, you know what? For me, the whole Champions League football thing is becoming more and more of a dead excuse.
Badly.
Is it?
I think so, man. I think so.
Because I feel like when you think of players back in the day, they did the same thing.
Who did?
Everyone. Whether you want to talk about Zlatan, whether you want to talk about R9, everybody wants to play Champions League football. They were bouncing around clubs.
No,
you know?
there's nothing wrong
But it
with
wasn't
it.
because
These
of
man will play
no,
for
but-
Real Madrid and
But it wasn't.
Barcelona.
Yeah,
There's
but it wasn't
nothing-
because of-
Inter Milan and AC Milan.
Yeah, but it wasn't because of Champions League football. That was just because of
No,
all
but
these
Champions
clubs-
League-
all these clubs
Champions
had
League was
pool,
a
bruv.
factor. They would never go to.
it's
They would never go to a club.
I
that didn't
think
offer Champions League.
back then it was a factor, but I don't think it was a deciding factor.
Facts.
But now I feel like it's become more and more of a deciding factor, to the point where
You have to deep it.
man then won't go and play for a club that makes sense just because they don't have champs.
Facts.
Go there. If you're the bad boy baller you say you are, go there, win the Europa or whatever it is, and get the spot.
Wait, because you know what? It's back then, yeah. You have to realize. So you see when you're saying, "Oh, AC," man will go from AC to Inter or Barca to Real. Yeah, it was more of what players were there. Because you have to remember, certain man, like let's say at AC Milan, if you were Inter, man, like Seedorf, Pirlo at the time was there, Gattuso. So if these men are calling you or whatever, you're gonna go and play with them. Cafu,
Yeah.
Not
Maldini. Like, believe me, if I can go and play with them, man, I'm going to play with them.
Not only that as well, it's like flipping. That being the only deciding factor, you flopped before you've even kicked the ball.
I hear it. Explain that.
That shouldn't be the sole reason for you going somewhere. Like Sammy just said, it's the players, the coach. Those are like I feel like those should be the two main things. If you go somewhere just to play champs football, you might go there and not bang.
But I can.
Because it doesn't make sense for you. Yeah, you want Champions League football, but the move might not make sense.
What would you say? What about for young players? Yeah, let's say someone is like what they've done well, whatever, on whatever team they are. They may be like 22 now or something. Is it the next step to, look towards playing Champions League football?
But wait,
There's
are
nothing
they-
They want to play at the elite.
But are they? Okay, so there's a number of questions I want to ask. Is the young player starting?
Yeah, let's say they're a starter. Like they've proven themselves in
so
their
they're
thing.
really
They've proven
in it.
themselves within the team that they're.
So is the team that they're at almost top 4 contenders, or is it
Let's
a waste
say
of time?
someone. Let me think of an
To
example.
be
say,
fair,
okay,
we've kind of
let's
got
say
examples
Celtic.
though.
Yeah,
Celtics in Champions League, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and United come calling.
I'm going to United. Simply, okay, now simply. Okay,
but that one is
I want to
that's a
explain
no-brainer though,
why
that
I'm
one,
going
because-
to United.
Oh, actually,
because
wait.
no, I want to explain. It's
Wait, are you
because
saying United now, or if United or had Champions League?
United now.
No,
United ain't
United
got
now,
Champions
I'm
League.
going.
United ain't got Champions League.
now let me tell you why I'm going.
I don't know if I'm.
The reason why I'm going is because one, we know that the Scottish league is dry. It's almost as close to the French and Dutch league. We know that. So I know that if United are calling, I'm going to play at a better league,
Yeah.
better players, better high intensity, and there's a possibility that I am going to go and I'm going to be now a Title 4 contender, and I can also maybe start or get my foot in the door. Do you understand? Like, I agree with you. You can't just be.
But you see, with everything you've just said, it's like no other player thinks that. All they think is, but Champions League though. Everything he just said, he didn't mention Champions League once.
Wow.
And I feel like those should be the deciding factors as to where you go.
Yeah, facts.
Why does it all rest on Champions League, bro? Why does everything have to
Because
rest
is
on
there
that?
a player that you consider as being elite if they don't play Champions League football?
But you're
There isn't.
very
But-
right about that. But I feel like
There isn't.
I feel like certain players will have their time to kick ball in Champions League. But when you rush it, obviously in Ronaldo's case, we know what he's done in Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can understand why he knows maybe to himself that, okay, I've got like maybe 2.5 years, maybe 3 if I'm pushing it,
I can only think of one reason as to why he wants to play.
of Messi.
He don't want Messi to beat his goals. That's the only thing. I can't think of any other reason as to why he's hell bent on playing it. I can't think of no other reason why.
I hear it, but Messi has Ronaldo is 37. Messi's 35. Messi even if in theory Messi has like a good 3.5 years to kick ball, and if Messi's the Messi now, kind of still declining but still keeping that level like Ronaldo is, because the thing with the whole Cristiano Ronaldo thing is, for me, everyone's saying, but it's Ronaldo, he's a goal scorer. Okay, yeah, I understand that, but you lot are talking like this is Ronaldo from 2000, maybe 4 years
come
ago.
to an end, bro.
This is a man like even though like he's looking good, but let's be honest, he's declining very, very
But do you know what? Do you know what's so funny about this whole discussion? Nobody's come for him. All of this, you want Champions
That
League.
in itself says a lot.
Go then. Go
That
find
says a
it.
lot. No one's coming
Go
for him.
find
That
it
says a
then.
lot.
But every club has, from what I've seen, allegedly, every club has said, like, we can't take you type thing. We can't afford you.
I feel like it's
I'm
more
not
of
being
an
funny.
afford thing.
I'm not being funny though. If you want it that bad, take
You
the pay
afford
cut.
it. Yeah, you afford it.
Because they're saying all the clubs are saying they can't afford his wages.
Hint,
If you want Champions League football that bad,
lower your wages.
take the pay cut, bro.
Yeah,
if you want it
that's
that
facts.
bad, take the cut.
That's I agree. But yeah, man, again, I am not saying that Ronaldo being at United is doing United bad. But however, I just want this manager now to have a fair chance, because you see all these little things that are in the way. It's gonna now add to maybe why my man isn't doing so great.
Yeah.
Or if, let's say, United now lose in the beginning of the season now, it's going to be either number one things. Ronaldo didn't start at pre-season, or we were waiting for too long for Frankie de Jong and this and that. So it's just like, look, the guy's trying, innit? The guy's here. Just giving my man a chance. It's one of those things that
Who?
Ten Hag.
I
And
know,
just-
100%.
And then another thing is just like, Ronaldo is either are you chilling or are you going? Let's not make it
Announce it now.
saga.
Yeah,
let's
just
not make
say it now.
because the league is starting this week. It's starting like Friday's starting. Like, we haven't got time to be now in dressing rooms or players to be looking at each other like, do you really want to be here? It's long.
Exactly. We just had Community Cup, whatever it's called. Charity
Community
Shield.
Shield.
Yeah, man. Like, it's here now. Like
real.
It's here. It's here now. That's what it is like. So now, it's like, what are we? It's like, now, what are we saying as a club? Like, what are we saying as players? Are we now getting our mind right?
Maybe Ten Hag has to have the balls and just say, all right, cool, we can go.
I agree with you.
He wants him,
I don't think it's him. I feel like it's the club that is in more control.
but he has to now go to the board and be like, okay, let
That's
him
what he
go.
needs to do.
Let him go.
That's what I'm saying. It comes
Jerry.
down.
No,
everything comes down to the club.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
He really should just go to him and be like, you know, if he wants to go, let him go.
I agree, and that's why I was saying someone at the club needs to tell Alex Ferguson, my guy,
Stay out of it.
just take your foot off the pedal a bit more and just ease
A bit.
up,
He should
bro.
be at yard, bro.
Look, like I've said, if my man
He should be at home.
my man wants to be disinvolved, then become the manager again. It's just that simple.
I like him involved, man. I like him involved.
Shag's like, man.
I like him.
No,
involved.
I
But
like.
again, we don't know what extent. We're just again. This is all the stories. It
It
just
is
happens
No, but
that
do you know what
these
it
don't-
is?
That these
Do you
don't
know why
add a
I'm
thing. I
saying
don't even
allow
know.
it?
Maybe
I'm saying allow it. We're saying extent, but for someone that hasn't been manager since
I don't
what?
even want to hear his name.
When my thing is
do.
no, but my thing
I
is
do.
Fergie retired when?
Why?
No,
Wait,
the only time.
when did
the
Fergie
only-
retire?
When Fergie retired in
What other club do you hear?
2013.
What other club do you hear the
That's
old
what I'm saying.
manager's name always
Fergie,
there?
Fergie retired 2013.
I used to have Dalglish.
Oh,
I used to
yeah,
have Kenny
man.
Dalglish. Liverpool in back.
Fergie retired.
I used to hate his
Fergie
name all
retired
the time.
2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
For 2013, cool. The only time we really should have heard man's name was probably when he gave Ronaldo the call and was like, yeah,
That
this
is-
and that.
look,
Other than
facts.
that, Ronaldo's got a meeting with Ten Hag.
Facts.
Why is Fergie pulling
That's
up?
the truth.
What's the reason?
But who said Fergie pulled up for that reason? I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know any.
Shag's lying, man.
Listen,
No,
all
no,
I'm
Shag's-
saying is-
no, Shag's-
all I'm saying-
Shag's, you're not doing- no, no,
Stop it.
Shag's,
All
don't do
I'm
that.
Shag's,
saying-
don't do
all
that.
I'm saying is, yeah.
Shag's,
all I'm-
don't
wait,
do
wait,
that.
All I'm saying is, Ronaldo.
What other reason does he have to be
Ronaldo
there?
arrived at training, with his agent. That's it.
So
Fergie came at a different time. They made it out like these got pulled up to the training session.
No one-
by themselves.
even so-
I don't know
Okay,
what
can I-
happened.
Even so,
That's
why
what
is
I'm
he
saying.
there?
Can I-
Everything that we're
can I
doing
just-
is actually mad assumptions,
okay,
you
can I
know.
ask you a
It's
question?
mad assumptions.
Can I
This is
ask
what
you
I'm
a
saying. Be
question?
careful.
Can I ask you a
Everyone be careful. Because again, another assumption
When
just happened
Ten-
yesterday when it looked like, oh, Ronaldo left early. No, Ten Hag allowed Bearman to leave
Yeah, I know,
early.
it's the truth.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's true.
Be careful
It's true.
because they're just trying to just
Can I
create
ask
a
you a
story.
question? When Ten Hag came to, when he first touched in United, I wasn't seeing Alex Ferguson shaking man's hand. I wasn't seeing pictures of Sir Alex Ferguson and
I've seen them.
No, I'm just saying I haven't
yeah.
seen that. Do you understand? Again, I'm not saying that hasn't happened. But my thing is especially with how the saga is going with Cristiano Ronaldo, you can't now come and now be like, yeah, Sir Alex Ferguson has also come to Creighton to come and sit. It's like, bro, let the manager do his thing.
Facts.
Like the only time I want to hear Sir Alex Ferguson's voice or name is when I'm watching TV and I see man in the box. That's it, in the box. So then man can gas it. But anything else when it comes to the runnings of the club, the players, my man should not have no.
He's dead too much. No,
Yeah, he
we don't
should
see
have
this
no-
with any other club, you know.
Fair enough. I heard that.
Wenger left, man ain't seen man at Emirates since.
That's big facts.
I heard that.
Nothing. Man ain't even pulled up to the trainer, like we ain't seen man nowhere since. But for some strange reason, Fergie, they just can't shake him off, bruv.
That's big facts.
I heard it. It's a valid point. It's a valid point.
Again, trust me, I love Sir Alex, but we just need, like, trust me, like I feel like what he's done in football or for United is so big is that his aura is so cemented in the club. It's like it feels like some type of curse, bro. No, it does. It does to a degree. Like it feels like some type of curse. Like it feels like as if like the next manager that has to come in has to be like almost
The crown's
like,
too heavy.
Yeah,
That baton.
it's like it's like
too heavy.
It's
It's
like
too
the
much.
force hammer. Like man can't pick up.
Yeah, it's too
like,
much.
Like it
It's
has
too
to be
heavy.
like man has to be worthy to
Yeah,
be United's manager. Like it's just like bro, like you need to just stay at home or tell Ten Hag like look, you can call me with like whenever private chats.
But then again, I don't know how. I'm thinking, it's been nearly 10 years that Fergie's been there. Apart from the Moyes appointment as manager, I don't think he really had a say in much of the other managers, even up until Ten Hag now. So when we say he's influenced, I don't know how much he's actually doing. He might make suggestions, but I don't know if the club are actually taking it on board or anything.
I don't think it's so much an influence.
Do you think so? I don't really think he's doing that much. Like I think you lot think he's doing a lot more than
No,
than
I'm
he
not.
actually
No,
is.
I am not saying that he's doing like he's like got his hands in every pie. But this is my thing now. Is that I definitely think that he has some type of influence in certain things. Now, my only thing is that you are no longer the manager of United. I don't know what kind of role you have at United now, but you should definitely.
Advisor.
Even again, like even if it's that, you can be in the background, like giving man advice, but we don't need to see you in the public eye. Because again, the only time we've seen Sir Alex Ferguson really be hands on or whatever is when Ronaldo was coming back and he had a part to play in him coming back, and this whole now saga now. That's all it is. So I'm just saying that in these little sagas, it's looking like the only way to keep CR7 is to always let his daddy come and be a part of every meeting. It's like, enough's enough. Like, if you want to go, like, again, we like Ronaldo, you're sick and whatever, but you know, it's time. If you want to go, just go, because like the maddest thing is Ronaldo is not even like, if I want to be very honest, I love the guy to bits, but he's not even a United legend like that. He's not a United
Of course
legend.
he's a United legend.
No, he's not.
Of course he's a United legend.
I don't think
You're
he
not
is.
gonna do that.
Can I
Okay,
be
Should
honest?
tell you why
Can I
he's
be
a-
honest?
Should I
I don't
tell you
think
why
he
he's a
is.
legend?
Can I be honest?
Be honest.
Can I be very, very honest?
he
Be
is.
honest.
I agree with Sammy.
Okay.
He might. I wouldn't call him a United legend. He might be down as one of the greatest players
Yes,
that's played at United.
facts.
Greatest players, club legend is not the same thing.
Ronaldo's more.
Wait,
But
okay, can I ask you a
wait,
question?
Like someone, like I would call a man like Rooney United legend.
Yeah,
bro.
he is.
He is.
He's more of a Real Madrid legend than a
That's what I'm
United
saying.
legend.
Yeah.
Real Madrid legend.
Yeah,
He's a Real Madrid
yeah,
legend. He's
he's-
a United legend as well.
No, he's not.
He's one of the greatest. He's
one of the greatest
great,
players.
He's won
but he's not.
everything
He's
there.
not.
that's
That
not-
don't make him a
that's
legend.
what doesn't
though.
make him a legend, bro.
So what else makes you a legend?
That don't make you a-
He's given legendary moments. Like what else do you want?
That's what I'm saying,
I
and that's
think-
why.
Is
That's what I'm
Mane
saying.
a
That's what I'm
Liverpool
saying. He's a
legend?
great.
No, he's not.
He's a great.
Mane is one of the greatest players to play for Liverpool, but he's not a Liverpool legend.
Salah, Liverpool legend.
Salah
He's on
can
his
be.
route.
Can
He's on
be.
route.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
on
he's
his
on
route.
route.
He's
So
on route.
what's the difference? The amount of
Longevity.
goals that he
And
scored.
longevity.
Longevity.
So what is there like
I
a
feel-
threshold in the amount of years?
Do you know what it is? Yeah.
So what, if I
sometimes-
come to your club 1 year and win everything, am I a legend?
No, definitely not.
Shags,
Not
do you
one
know-
year.
do you know what it is,
Ronaldo-
though?
Ronaldo played for.
personally
United in
think-
total now being like what?
Club legend
7 years
isn't
total.
based on what you achieved at the club. I think it's the time you spend there.
Yeah, I think so
He
as
was
well.
there for a decent while.
No, I hear you,
When did he
but
come?
and-
2004?
Yeah,
The reason-
and
left in
also,
2009,
also as well,
and it was a very
he didn't give
successful
us
time.
he didn't give us his best years.
Yeah.
facts.
He did.
Nah,
he
Shags,
didn't.
he
No,
didn't.
not the
No, he
best of.
didn't.
No, wait.
No,
Not the
he
best of his. No, not the best of his career. Not the best of his career, but that's Ronaldo kind of thing.
No,
but
you're right.
The best of. He had arguably the best season, the best scoring season out of any
No,
United
you
player
are
ever.
right.
You're
But it doesn't
So how
make.
can he not be
I'm
a
not
legend?
arguing with
You're
anything
right.
you're saying.
Wait,
It
no,
just
but I'm just
doesn't.
saying, I'm
It just
confused.
doesn't make
How?
man.
It don't make him a United legend, bro.
United
It
legend.
doesn't.
That's all it is.
So what-
That
what's
means
the-
that means
what is
you're
the
that
criteria?
means you're
So
you're putting him on the same wave as
okay, so-
Scholes and them lot, bro. You're
No,
putting
wait,
him
hold
there.
I'm not even
Scholes,
putting him on the thing.
Scholes is a United legend. Giggs is a United legend. Rooney's a United legend. Who else is a United legend?
I'd throw Beckham in the mix.
Actually, yeah, he is because he's part of that treble winning. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll throw Beckham in the mix,
I can throw
100%.
him in there. Who else is a legend?
I don't know how you cannot.
I'm debating if Gary Neville is, but I feel like he is.
I feel like
Okay,
he
let me
is
ask you a
still.
question.
Three, but
What about someone like? Okay, what about? Let me see. What about Cantona? Is Cantona a United legend?
no, I think he's
you
one of
say
the
Cantona
greatest
is
players to
United
play for
legend?
United.
I'll say he is. I'll say he is.
This one I need to ask people on TikTok and that. As well.
Yeah.
I
We need
don't
a
know,
poll.
no,
We
people
need a
just-
poll.
Actually, just yeah.
We need a poll.
just know.
I honestly think that Ronaldo's more of a, like Jerry said, is more of a Real Madrid legend than
Than a United.
United. I feel like Ronaldo is definitely one of the greatest players to ever play for Manchester United, but
Yeah.
I just don't think he's a legend.
So what? From the names that you mentioned, it just looks like it sounds like you have to be at United, like you have to be at a club for like 10 years for you to be considered a legend.
But I think okay, it's just like
That's why I said. That's why I said it's the
part of
time.
the criteria.
That's why I
That's
say
part of
it's
the
the time you
criteria.
spend there. It's
It's
not
just
what you
like,
Okay,
achieve.
but what about in the time? Okay, for me, yeah, really, if you're at a club for less than 5 years, I won't really consider you a legend, yeah. But let's say I feel like he's been at United, including last season, that in total 6 or 7 years, and also done a lot of stuff within that time as well. So it wasn't like he just won one trophy every now and then. Like these men were winning like 2 trophies the whole time he was there, every season,
You're
pretty
right.
much. Isn't that legendary? And the moments as well. Like,
I wouldn't
it's
say it
I
is,
feel like
man.
moments also count in this thing.
Okay,
as well. Not
nah.
just the time span that you were there. If it was
No.
time span, then maybe
I
O'Shea is a
think
legend.
I think it's time, bro. I think it's time.
Because remember,
longevity
yeah,
as
when
well.
you like when
That's
you're
part of
at a
the
job,
criteria.
I feel like time is a
when you're at a
huge
job
part.
and,
of it.
and you spend a certain amount of like years there, you get praise for that, or they might try and make you part of the furniture somehow, might give you a certificate,
Give
But-
some shares in the
yeah,
company
well,
and
I
that.
don't even
Yeah,
know what the case
yeah,
may
yeah.
be, but they do something in it. But
Yeah, longevity is a big
again,
part of it.
like I'm trying to say is that yeah, Ronaldo, like 100%, he's done so much for United, but I just compared to what, let's say, the other guys that I've just mentioned. Maybe it might be, apart from everyone else, apart from Rooney, might be a longevity thing. But Rooney, obviously, we know that he's all-time leading goal scorer at United, so he's more than, United legend, or whatever. But yeah, that's just what.
But then, okay, even aside from like, is there anyone that you consider like a United legend aside from like obviously the class of 1992 and maybe like the back in the day like Matt Busby, all them like back in the day guys.
So we're talking about currently.
Like,
Or-
like let's say during our era of watching football, is there anyone that you consider aside from Rooney and then the class of 92?
Not really. No, I don't think that that had the person that might become a Man United legend could be David De Gea.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he.
Can he?
I think so.
He hasn't had. He's been good. He's definitely been. Our
He's been
best player
saving your ass for like the last 2 seasons,
More
bro.
than-
for like the last
more than-
maybe 10 seasons now.
More than, yeah, facts. So then,
Wow.
so that's just my thing. I thought like let's say for someone like Eden van der Sar, because of the years that he's spent, they're kind of put him in that bracket. Well, again, like Peter Schmeichel, he was Peter Schmeichel's a legend at United.
So what? Van der Sar's not a legend then? Because Van der Sar wasn't there for that long, if I remember. I don't think Van der Sar was at United.
How many
years? You know,
how
or
many?
5. I don't think.
Yeah, but do you know why he's also might be a legend? Actually, because remember he's part of that Champions League. Actually, wait, but
if
so
you
is
wanna-
not. Yeah,
if you're gonna put Van der
that's
Sar,
fair.
then
They have to put
Ronaldo
Ronaldo. Yeah,
That's
that's
the
true.
thing.
That's so true. That's true. I hear that. It's a sticky one. It's a sticky
Yeah,
one.
this is one for the public.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a sticky one.
But yeah, as we are here, it's another week.
Come on.
And we are back.
That's the man. Am I just doing intro now? You know?
That's the new thing, man. That's the new thing.
After 20 minutes
This is
intro.
what we- This is what we do. This is what we do. The back page, and we are back.
Come on.
Man like Jerry.
Happy
on.
belated.
Happy
Fresh home, fresh home.
belated.
Thank you, thank you,
I
thank
wish we
you.
had some drinks to toast
In
up.
it.
We had 2 birthdays.
Some
last
champers.
week, bruv. But hey,
Don't you still have the?
that's
not done.
Take
I ain't
a
got
shot for me.
I ain't got no cups though. I ain't got no cups, bro. If you want to neck it, go for it, bro.
doing Drake.
Hey, but Jerry, what are you telling them?
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. Feeling refreshed. To get me that sun, that vitamin D, just
Come on, man.
boost the energy back.
So right, somebody said,
I'm here. The league's starting.
"Wow,
Can't wait.
I'm excited."
I'm actually
man.
happy.
John, what are you saying?
I'm here, bro. Even me, I'm excited.
I'm
to be
excited. I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
honest. Honourable shout out to the England ladies as well.
We're gonna get
Gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. In fact, we're getting there
It's true,
now.
though.
In fact, we should have started with that.
We should have.
First,
still.
before anything, did you watch the?
I did actually. I actually
Oh, you did. Okay, so no, I thought you
I
might
actually
have
did.
because you would have got booked.
No,
if
I
you
actually
didn't watch
did.
it.
I actually did.
You would have got booked
No, I
because you
actually
promised
did.
that you were watching.
Yeah, I actually
past the
did.
thing.
I really actually did.
Oh yeah, you said that, innit? If they get to the finals, you watch
I
it.
actually did as well. I literally did.
Wait, when was the community shield was on Sunday?
Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so they moved the community
actually-
shield for. Interesting.
I mean,
To be fair, I think the clubs, a lot of the fans asked for it to be moved up because both teams were from up there, so they didn't see why all the fans had to come down to
that's
London.
fair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So there was talk of that before it. To be fair,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely did watch the game. I mean, England's goal was cold. The first goal.
Yeah.
That was a finish.
Tidy.
Because tight.
That was even the ball as well. The ball was a good ball as well.
But the only thing is what I've clocked in women's football, yeah, is that some of them just don't have the legs sometimes. It's like, you know, like you know on pro when man are struggling, you know, like, it's on red.
Yeah.
Like that's
But it's
So-
a finals, though.
but that's the thing,
It's a
that's what I'm
finals.
gonna say.
You,
No,
you
it
give
is.
your all.
Yeah.
By
No, it
90
is. And
minutes, you're tired.
They've been playing.
no,
like,
it is. But
all
I
this
think
way
that
up until the final.
so that leads on to my point in terms of I think that now that England, I think I answered this last week. Now that England have won their Euro first major tournament for the women's, yeah, it should now wake up the FA to put in more money. So,
Ian Wright,
so
Alex
the
Scott
same
saying
way,
the same thing.
so the same way, like the men are allowed to train every day, get fit, eat right, focus on training and whatever. I feel like that should be the same for the women. The same way the men have a pool of young talent to pick from the academies, 23s or whatever the case may be. It should be also the same for women's side, and I feel like that also has a massive part to play in grassroots football. Even though the women are saying, "Oh, but we need everyone to support and this and that," I think that where it starts from is grassroots football, and on the major scale, you have to make it. You have to make it look like it's competitive because sometimes it doesn't look as competitive as.
I think it has been over like the last season though. They've been getting a lot more fans in watching the games as well.
That's, and like I said, I want that to happen, but I just don't. For me, I just don't want the women to feel like we need to watch football just because it's women's football. I want to actually support it because I believe I actually want to watch women's football because when I'm watching a woman, I'm saying she's sick. I'm not saying she's
You
cold
basically
because
you want to feel how you feel about watching the guys game.
Did you feel that yesterday?
no.
Do you know what? Yesterday
I did.
Yesterday there was
I was
someone
looking at who's the
yesterday
striker?
was
Who's the England striker? What's her name?
Which one?
Beth. Is it no?
Oh,
Beth Mead.
Beth
Beth
Mead.
Mead, yeah, Beth
Mead.
Mead.
Beth Mead is
Beth
cold.
Mead.
She's
I
actually
looked at her, I was
she's-
like, yeah, you're cold.
No, like,
I can see it. I
And
can
Russo
see it.
is
Like
cold as
I
well.
Yeah,
didn't,
Russo.
I didn't feel like that.
I can
but-
see who's cold or not.
Yeah,
I can see.
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah, you're cold.
I can see who's good, but I feel like see that in football, like even though like there might be some meaty man, but they're like even though they're meaty, but they're still competitive. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So like for the women, I just feel like some of them are competitive, but it just doesn't look competitive.
Got you.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And so I just want. So again, I don't want it to be a pity thing. I'm only watching women's football because I'm trying to be part of the numbers. I genuinely want.
You want it to be lit?
Yeah, I want it
Yeah.
to be sick. Like,
Yeah.
So even like some of the goals that I saw, I said, "Wow, like some of the goals are seeing back heels, seeing the goal yesterday. It was cold. I was like, "Wow, that's a tidy, nice chip." I said, "Yeah, it's a good thing." But shout out to England. So what? Do we get a bank holiday? What's the public doing? What's the public doing?
Trafalgar Square today,
Nothing.
so.
I mean,
Yeah, but it
sorry,
wasn't
I
a bank
mean, not the
holiday,
public,
though.
but what's the government?
yeah,
Yeah, like, what are
They're
they
not gonna
saying?
do nothing. It weren't the man them.
That's what I'm see, and so
That's the realist, bro. That's the
facts.
realist.
So,
true, though.
so,
It's true.
and
It's true.
that's where the issue lies now. So
That's the realist.
If the women have done something that the men can't, why isn't the government acknowledging that? So
I was
as much as that these don't want our people in sports or fans to acknowledge it, but if the country itself isn't really acknowledging your achievement, there's a problem.
But how do we know the men was gonna get a bank holiday?
Oh, we know. Come on,
No.
come on, but Jerry.
We
Jerry,
don't
Jerry, do you know what's-
People
Jerry, do you know what's
really
mad?
don't.
People would have forced
Jerry, do you know what's mad?
I guess we'll never know.
Even if they didn't give the man them a bank holiday, everyone would have taken a day off.
That's what it is.
Because wait,
It would have
didn't
been by
they-
force.
Because like,
Yeah,
didn't
it
they
would've been
get
by
like
force.
90
Would've
for
been by
something?
force.
Didn't they get MBEs for something? No.
Yeah, Southgate
I think-
did.
yeah.
Southgate did.
Yeah, so man are
Yeah.
getting so that so
Yeah,
so man are
the women
getting-
will get
as well.
the women will get their
I mean, they might.
Their
but
titles.
We don't know.
My
though.
thing
The women
is-
will get it,
No,
their
but my
titles.
thing is, I think the England team or Southgate got their little title.
The women will get it too.
for coming second. The women have now
Southgate
come. They've actually won it.
They'll get
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
title.
They have to.
Every man-
They have to get something called
Yeah.
an MBE or something, because if man are getting some type of MBE for
And they didn't even win it.
mediocre, then that's crazy.
Because I remember when the England rugby team won the Rugby World Cup.
Remember, I think didn't they all get knighted or
They
something?
all got knighted,
or
bro.
something happened.
They all got
Yeah.
knighted.
Swing
man.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I still remember what's his name? Johnny
Wilkinson.
Johnny Wilkinson.
Oh, my
Yeah.
Remember, I remember. I think I was even in school. And
Yeah, we were
watching
still in
that.
school at that time, yeah.
I remember I was in school watching that.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So,
So-
if they can kick up noise about all of that, it's like
So really, again, it's the World Cup for them because wait, didn't they get to the World Cup semi-final?
Yeah,
4
they
years
did.
ago.
I'm not being
Final,
funny.
final.
56 years, England fans have been waiting, and the women brought it home.
Yeah.
It's a bit
Yeah, but
mad.
do you know what it is again? Like I'm trying to say, see the whole England thing. Yeah, I just think it's because the England team, a lot of these players don't play at a high standard. So a lot of players are not playing in finals. A lot of players
Yeah.
are not playing in high pressured situations. Like they're not playing in Champions League enough. They're not getting into enough finals. So you see all these other men that we're seeing in world football. These men are playing in the high pressure situations on a week, like going to Champions League, playing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I just
hear
feel
you.
like these
Yeah.
men don't really. There's no. You know, there's no competitive.
Yeah, no, it shows, man. It shows. It does show in international football, definitely.
It definitely does.
You know, this wasn't even on the agenda, but you know, actually, first shout out to the England ladies.
Yeah, shout out,
You
you
lot
lot,
did your
man.
thing.
Well done.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. But since you now mentioned the England, the England squad, obviously, you know, the World Cup is coming up towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
What English players that are in and around the England squad, maybe not in the team right now, maybe have been in the team previously, which players need to have a big season, and which players do you feel like should be touching that squad or be aiming for that squad currently?
They've only got 2 months.
They've got
only got 2 months to prove
but
it, innit?
again, I feel like right now there's still some players, even off the back of the end of last
Yeah.
season.
I think
that
Rashford.
might be-
Rashford needs to have a good season.
Let's be real. We already know certain men are gonna make that squad by default,
we
no
know,
matter what.
we definitely know that. We definitely know.
And which is rightly so.
Yeah.
I feel like keeping the squad the same to a degree is right. If you can get a group of boys and they're all playing together for like 6,
let them gel,
like 2, 3, 4 years.
When you put it like
makes
that,
more sense. Like, and then maybe start bringing men that are on form into the team, because they're going to be. Because let's be real, there are going to be certain men that are on form, and it doesn't necessarily mean that because they're on form that they're going to have a sick England career. Certain men are just there for the tournaments. For that season, they play sick. Bring them, and I think that's what England's issue is. They don't really focus on the men that are on form for that season. They're more steadfast on the people that they're primary players.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say.
I was just gonna ask you as well, all of you, how different do you think the squad is gonna change massively to the group of guys that went to the Euros? If there are gonna be changes, who do you think it will be?
Not massively.
Not massive.
I feel like, do you know what I need to do? I need to
Actually,
get off that
You wanna go look at who went, innit? Yeah,
So I think that there's going to be a number of people that need to have a big season.
because it's still the same amount.
So-
it's still a 23-man squad, right?
Yeah, so I think that people like Mason Mount needs to have a big season.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Mount, Grealish,
Grealish, yeah.
Rashford,
Sancho, 100%.
Somebody that I do like.
and you know who I think might need to have a good season is that guy from West Ham.
Jared Bowen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Madison as well.
Yes.
Madison's a shout for me.
So these kind of guys.
Did Madison go Euros?
No,
He
No,
didn't.
he didn't.
because
But he
I
was
can't lie.
injured, though.
I don't want to
As
see
well.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin anywhere near that England team.
He's probably. He
I
might
don't-
end up going.
No, he
though.
can't. He can't. He can't.
Sammy's not having it.
He can't because you know what it is.
I hear what you're saying.
Because
I hear
you know what
I
it
hear
is?
you.
It's because that so for someone like Kane, yes, we know that Kane's very good and agile or
I mean,
whatever he
he's why
does.
he's captain,
now
man. He's going
we can't
100%.
we cannot bring a like for like type of man.
Yeah.
And I think that's what England like to do. They like to sometimes always bring like for like type of guys instead of you to bring different type of variation of strikers to come and now done up certain man's dance. We're bringing in the likes of Calvert-Lewin,
Okay, so
Andy Carrolls,
For
Peter
you-
Crouches. It's long. Sometimes bring the
Let's
Jermaine
say-
Defoe's, bro. Bring the Danny Ings.
let's see. Let's say you're Southgate, 23-man team. How many forwards and who are you taking?
Yeah.
So I'm taking at least 3 forwards.
And who?
Kane, Bowen, and
Now it's checking. Because
It's
you have a
it's
pool of
rough,
players
innit?
that
It's rough. It's hard, bro.
Maybe
It's
just for
hard.
the
It's
sake
actually
of it.
hard, bro.
Right now, because there's no one else that really does it for me. Maybe just Watkins, Ollie Watkins, and I don't
What?
even like him.
That's
I don't
really-
like him.
That is-
'Cause- no, but that's no. I'm just going based on what. No, I'm just going. I would take him over DCL.
Only what?
I'll take
I
him over
promise you,
DCL.
I would rather-
I'm not taking Rashford. I'm not
You
taking
are
Rashford
not
right now.
winning a World
I
Cup
would-
with Ollie Watkins.
I would.
He's not gonna play.
I would rather
He's not
bring
gonna
Danny
play.
Ings than Ollie Watkins.
No, but
bro.
Danny Ings is just always injured.
No,
That's
I
what
hear
his
you.
problem is.
But I'm just saying, I would rather bring someone like that.
Yeah.
Like that. I know that he will cause the defense a torrid.
I'd rather play a
time.
false 9.
I hear it. I hear that. I hear
Put
it.
Mount there,
Yeah,
put anyone
facts.
there.
I
Just
hear it.
run around, bro.
I hear that.
Yeah, put
Yeah,
Foden in.
I hear it.
If
Yeah, man.
Kane's injured, false 9.
So
Yeah,
what? You
facts.
only take 2 strikers.
No, I'll take them, but if Kane's injured, I don't
That's
know
what
if
I'm
he'll
saying.
touch him
Like
pitch.
Watkins, I'm not taking him with the intent of playing him, unless like maybe all our keepers have been used. I have to throw a goal or something. Man,
Yeah, I hear you.
it's a dire situation that that guy
Or
would touch. the
better
pitch.
yet, just move Rashford up front and then move the next man on the wing. Because trust me, we need to stop.
All these men still got to prove themselves.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Facts.
Because
I agree.
Rashford, if he carries on how he's going,
You might not even make the
Yeah,
squad.
I agree.
yeah, I'm saying.
I just think personally, Southgate has to keep the guys together. And this season, look at the man that are on form, that are having good seasons. Don't try and now overcomplicate the situation, or like you lot are saying, like in 2 months, don't try and overcomplicate the situation and try and do this smart managerial thing. You're not that guy.
I mean,
Just- you get it.
let's be honest as well. Let's just say it's 20 man, because man always pick 3 keepers by default.
The match just pick 2. Just pick 2.
So,
Like, you know what it is?
let's
There's
say it's
certain
20
positions that you need to just be like, look, I'll rather get more man here than here. So like, see for attackers, because for me, how England looks, they look very attacking heavy. So from midfield up, it looks like as if there's bare man that are in midfield or the wing or kind of like inside forwards. So I will sacrifice certain man or certain positions to be like, look, I'd rather try and bring more
Tammy,
tackles.
I'm taking Tammy, man.
Oh,
What the hell?
well,
yeah.
I'll
I
take
hear that.
Tammy.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
take
I
for
hear
real.
that.
I hear it. I hear it.
I hear that. I would take Tammy as well. I would.
Do you reckon what's his name can make the team?
Who?
I think he should. I'm just looking at the defenders, yeah.
Now, for me, I think he can, but I would just tell him, big man, just go and kick ball for Nigeria.
I hear it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
In honesty, yeah.
Bear man been switching allegiance recently
They should,
as well. Still.
and rightly so.
They should.
Rightly so, like what Mourinho was saying, that UEFA or whoever should start making the
Everyone should play for the
their
country.
actual country that their parents come from, and then we'll see who's really about ball.
France will decline.
Bear man will decline.
France.
Bear man.
France would
Bear
decline.
man.
Fast.
Even Belgium. Belgium will
real.
fall off.
Belgium. Boy, can't
Mate.
feel these countries.
Like even like Germany as well. Like bear
real.
man. Some man are like Turkish or all of these things.
Yeah, there's bare Ghanaian
So-
Germans.
You know. So I think so that should happen as well. But yeah, boy. Let's see if England can actually do it and keep some type of composure.
I feel like the only position where things might change is the defenders, because I'm looking at the midfield, So I'm going to read out the players that win. So that's Bellingham, Saka, Grealish, Calvin Phillips, Mount, Sancho, Declan Rice, Foden and Henderson. And I don't feel like any of them are really getting moved. I don't feel like any of them are
I feel like every single name you just mentioned is gonna go.
That's the thing.
I can't lie to you.
Bellingham is
I don't
definitely
know-
good.
I don't know who's coming in to take them.
Do you know what it is? All these future golden boys ain't getting left behind. So the likes of like Rice, Grealish, like they're not gonna leave these men behind.
They're not.
Yeah, obviously
They're
not.
actually not.
But unless like someone out of the blue this
Has a
season
mad
has a
season.
crazy,
Crazy.
a crazy like
Crazy.
couple months.
But
Like,
who
we don't know yet.
in 2 months?
Madison.
I don't know yet. That's the craziest thing.
Madison.
I really actually don't know.
Boy, it's gonna be interesting to see, to be honest. But yeah, so the season's starting a couple days now.
Friday, come on.
Friday's mad. There's actually
First game's
mad.
Arsenal versus
First-
Crystal
Oh,
Palace.
yeah, Arsenal Palace, innit?
That's a hard game.
That
It's
is
gonna be interesting,
it's-
man.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be very
one.
interesting,
It's gonna
I
be an
can't lie.
interesting one. But pre-season, as we know, is coming to an end, and there's been some interesting results. Arsenal have had a very good pre-season. I must say that. Well, it looks like they've had a good pre-season. But I want to ask a question. Yeah.
Go on.
Does pre-season really count for anything? Do you guys like feel
Yes
like
and no.
pre-season?
I was gonna say yes or no as well.
Yes and no. I think that pre-season, in terms of, it doesn't matter in terms of the scoreline, really, but it is good that if you're getting, let's say, your new strikers, your new wingers, if they're scoring,
Getting everyone to
it's
gel,
building up
like, you're getting
confidence
goals, yeah,
and
100%.
gelling,
And the fitness as well.
fitness up as well. Especially like, let's say for someone like Jesus, Jesus's kind of space where people are doubting him and whatever. And me, even though I'm not an Arsenal fan, I've now been told that I'm a sly Arsenal fan. People think I'm a sly Arsenal fan because I just want to talk about football. What?
Newcastle.
Ooh.
Madison, 50 mil.
I rate that.
Interesting.
I rate that. That's a very
But
good
yeah,
signing.
That is.
But yeah,
So for someone like Jesus, that everyone's saying, oh, because at City he wasn't getting game time. I remember I've been saying, once this guy gets a run of games, and it's not going to be the same like the way it is at City. He's going to have more freedom, and that's what's been happening.
bro, I kid you not, yeah. Like, watching Arsenal's pre-season games, this man stepped in the team like he's been there for time.
Bro, it's crazy.
Mad. He
It's
fits his-
crazy.
He's been banging in goals from the very
crazy.
first pre-season game,
It's
bro.
crazy, bro. And I think that Arsenal might be a team that everyone has to
Like, look
watch.
over their shoulder
Yeah,
and
it has
look
to
at
be
piece,
like
innit?
they're there.
But you know what's so funny? I feel the same about Tottenham.
Yeah.
Again, I'm hearing the same thing as well, Jerry. It's just Tottenham. Oh, it's Tottenham. Tottenham have the same track record.
Them man were
this and that.
fuming when they lost to Roma, though.
It's just pre-season. It's cool.
Yeah.
But you see,
And that's the thing. Like, for me, like the only exciting thing from pre-season, like, because the games don't really mean nothing like that. But it's like Sammy said, it's like watching the team, watching everyone together. Everyone gets that chance to gel, and it's like, do you know what? Looking at Arsenal play recently, it's like, I didn't want to say it, I'm kind of excited for next season because I'm intrigued to be like, oh, okay, cool. This is what's happening. this is who's staying, this is who's gone, or this is who's going. I want to see how we line up.
So now you see this season now, if Arsenal fans were like, look, we have to challenge for top 4, I can hear it. I can actually understand where
Yeah.
men are coming from, because now you've actually added quality man.
Yeah.
You've added a quality left back. You've added a midfield that we don't really know about just yet.
Yeah.
But you've added a very good striker. So this is someone that can get you maybe 10 to 15 goals in the season.
Maybe more if we're lucky.
Maybe more, exactly. I agree. Maybe more, but let's just give him the 10 to 15 mark for now. So it's looking very, very good for Arsenal and Tottenham, because again, everyone's saying, "Oh, Tottenham, they look the same." But the reality of it is that everyone has to really remember
They've had a
that
good window as well, to be honest. If we're going to be
season,
honest,
their main striker didn't bang, but he even finished top 5 in the Golden Boot, and their winger scored 23 goals, got Golden Boot. So if
And they didn't kickstart their season until
Exactly.
the other manager
Exactly.
left.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
So if Kane says, you know what, F it, this season I'm coming out,
From the get-go,
game-
from
oh,
game one.
and then Son is also saying, I'm coming out from the get-go.
I
It's
think-
a problem.
not that they didn't know it before, but I feel like as time goes on, them man realize more and more they've got a lot to prove, because it's like them man been doing up big 6 for time with no trophy.
Obviously, like, they have to win some type of trophy this season.
They have to. They actually
If
have
I was
to,
Conte,
bro.
I would say to them, look,
League Cup, quickly.
with the
I
money
would
they've
say-
spent as
I would
well.
say,
Quickly,
look,
you have to.
guys,
You have to.
there's 2 cups that we have to really go for: League Cup and FA Cup.
That's it.
We have to. We
That's
have
it.
to. I don't
That's it.
like, even though the league's there, but we
Yeah.
need to win something, because again, when you win cups, it builds the team morale.
100%.
It makes the team.
That's another thing about
Yeah, it
pre-season
makes-
as well. Like,
It makes the team for next season be like, okay, we've won this cup. Let's try and win.
Yeah.
You know, a next one. It builds that kind of thing for
100%.
every season. You're going in and not winning anything, but the team that you have is quite decent. The player yourself is very good. Everyone's talking about you. Like, let's say for someone like Kane, for instance,
Yeah.
Kane should at least have a couple of trophies underneath his belt.
all Kane has right now,
Nothing.
he's got
It's
one
just
losers
golden
medal,
boots.
brother. That's it.
All it is just golden boots and a Champions League runners
Someone
up.
of his quality as well.
Yeah, like, so
He needs at least a Carabao, bro.
At least.
At least.
at least that.
That's just trash.
Jerry, like, what are you saying for Arsenal? How do you feel about Arsenal?
I think they'll finish like fifth. I think
know
they'll finish
what?
above United though. I think we'll
Oh
finish
yeah,
sixth.
100%. I agree. I know.
United,
No,
I don't
the-
think United the picture for like this.
You see this
top
season
4
for
anything.
United,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie, and I've accepted it already.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
you lot can still do something though.
No, possibly, but I'm
I
not
think
gonna.
so.
I don't feel like when I look at the other teams, I don't feel like we are better than them.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I'll be deluded
Facts.
to say that. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that just because we're United. And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Facts.
Being realistic, I don't see it. It might happen. It might not.
The only thing that doesn't convince me about Arsenal is their squad depth. I don't think
I hear it.
like when the season starts coming towards the end and you need them 3 points on the board. I think Arsenal might just.
But I would say I do agree with you, but I feel like we've addressed the positions at the very least where we keep losing players.
Question before you just sorry to even. So the World Cup's coming or starting with amongst the league. Does the league still carry on?
No, the league stops. The league stops 2 weeks before the World
That's
Cup or
a
something like
bump.
that.
That's a bump. The league should still carry on.
I can't though.
Why not?
can't.
Why they do it
It
at
can't.
AFCON?
Exactly.
No, but that's a handful of people.
It's
World Cup is a bigger
It's true.
competition.
World Cup is everyone.
Not every
AFCON's
co-
just AFCON.
not every
Nah,
country's
not every
made
country's
it.
made it.
Yeah, not
Not every country's
made
made
it.
it. Not every
But
country's
deep
made
it,
it, but
but
still,
deep it.
there's enough for them to be like, do you know, what, we have to
that's
press
a
forward.
slide
This is
bump.
the deep. It is a Premier League. A lot of Premier League players are going to be playing in that World Cup.
But how many of them are
Everyone
gonna
that's
get?
been in
How
the
many of
top
them are
half of the
gonna make it
table
out the
has,
group
like-
stage?
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
Okay then. So
But still.
really, so what should
So
we
what, it should carry on.
We want
Carry
quality
on.
though. We
But
want
do you know why they
quality.
want? I think,
Okay,
do you know why they
so
want
this,
though?
okay, let me tell you
need
why.
you need to watch
Let me tell you
quality
why
as well,
it
man.
should actually carry on, because then this is actually a very good opportunity for young boys
To come
really
through.
prove themselves.
I hear
Yes,
it.
the youngsters
Young
come and
people,
play.
come and now show they can come and get 3 points.
I hear it.
I don't know what-
Do you know why they
actually,
won't?
They won't do that. It's people
Because
as well, man.
not only that,
No, but-
because do you know what it is? Normally, you have to remember they've only made an exception this year.
No, I hear it,
Because
but
normally it's in the summer, so the league's not happening anyway.
I get it. But like Jerry said, when it's AFCON, league's still
But
going.
AFCON is one continent,
No, I
bro.
hear you, but it still doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro.
In a team, like at max, you might have.
I do understand you. I
Personally,
do
for
understand
me,
you, but
I just think now, because again, like I'm trying, it gives these young men the opportunity to know what it feels like to try and get 3 points in a business where you know that you need to get 3 points on the board. Because let's think about it this way: if the youngers are really banging ball and they're getting points on the board, by the time the senior man come back, they can now be like, "Oh, you man, what, you not done your thing in the league? All right, we'll take it from here." That, honestly, I think that should
I
happen.
hear you. I hear
I
you.
want to watch World Cup, bruv.
And I think
I'm not gonna lie.
I think this
I
time.
think the only reason why it's not happening is because of money.
It is. It's actually.
100%.
I hear it.
100%. Like,
TV rights.
Yeah.
but at the
like,
same time,
yeah.
I do hear you at the same time. But then, the reason why I would agree with your statement is because I feel like it's gonna take its toll on certain man.
Bro, trust.
Because what the league has done like a week or two before the World Cup starts, and then depending on how far everyone gets, then again, couple of weeks, boom, back to the Prem, bruv.
So wait, after when is the final?
The final's on the 18th of December, week before
and
Christmas.
then there's a break. I'm guessing.
I'm guessing.
I think like a week or two, but I think
And then back to business.
Yeah, 'cause
if
remember,
that, but I think the week after Christmas, games is back on, bro.
I think that I think that they get.
Let me go look at the
Haven't
fixture
they
list now.
No, squad
added,
depth is gonna be
Christmas break?
That's why I said I feel like certain man will come back after,
Yeah.
and like that second when they come back, it might be a bit.
This is gonna be.
And
an
I'm not
interesting
wishing
season,
bad on no one, but we don't know.
'Cause
We don't know who's
personally-
gonna get injured in the lead up. We don't know who's gonna get injured at the World Cup.
true.
We don't know who, depending on how certain things go. Certain man might come back from the World Cup and boom, injuries, bro.
And that's
all
why.
over the place.
And that's why I'm saying.
And not even that trauma. Let's say you get the last penalty kick for your country and
real.
you miss.
Like everything,
you're gonna
yeah.
go back like-
Even the mental as well. It's
Yeah.
true. Even
That's
the mental
a
as well. It's
massive
true.
point, bro.
Very
And that's
true.
why and that's what I'm saying. Get the youngest to come and play in the league. Rake up the points.
So I mean, as much as it makes sense,
I know
they won't do
it's
it.
not. It's true, but let's rake
They
up the
won't do
points.
it.
Like come and show your worth and come and show the manager and the club why you man are at the club and why. Trust me, that's what these man need to start doing.
Boy.
Alright, so
This
the
is
league
gonna be interesting
stops.
still.
League stops 12th of November. And I
Wow.
think the World Cup starts a week after. No, I think 2 weeks after that, or a week after that.
Okay.
Then it ends on the. So it ends on the 18th. If I tell you when the next game is, you're
When
gonna
is it?
laugh. 8 days.
Damn.
That's mad, you know.
By the time they've flown from
No, I
Qatar
lied.
and landed back,
Yeah, 8 days.
how long is the flight from
So wait,
Qatar
just
to
normal
UK?
Boxing Day then?
I don't know. Probably like around the same time as Dubai. I don't know.
How long does the
Yeah,
flight?
at least like 8
I'm gonna
hours.
guess about around the 8 hour region.
That's already one day gone.
So what? World Cup finals on
mad.
18th of December. The first Premier League day back is Boxing Day, which is the 26th. 8 days later.
Fam.
That's crazy.
I even thought it was a 2 week break. Because what? It's literally 1 week and a week and a day, bro.
That's why. I just think that man, they should just start getting youngers.
Maybe actually because
And I'm looking at the
And
fixtures for that
now,
day already as
the
well.
fact that you've not even said this is making me look at certain man's transfers now and how much
How
depth
it's
they're
made
bringing
sense in it, yeah.
So Tottenham, see how Tottenham,
Yeah,
that depth looks crazy. Even Pep,
yeah.
it's looking.
It's looking a bit thin
Looking
over
a
there,
bit-
isn't it?
yeah.
So I think
hear
Chelsea's looking thin as well.
Oh yeah,
Chelsea.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know what's
Chelsea-
They need some centre backs.
Chelsea's looking.
bro.
Yeah, it's looking a bit scarce over there.
Yeah, it's mad
Yikes.
still. It's very, very mad.
It's looking very scarce.
that's interesting. So wait, I'm hoping that there's no international breaks up onto the thing. I don't want no friendlies or anything.
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying.
There
That's
can't
what's gonna
be.
be
If they
there.
do
Can't
that,
be,
if
man.
they do
So
that,
what-
it's silly because they'll look because the World Cup is when it is. They're already going to be behind.
Yeah,
They better scrap-
I don't.
they better scrap
Yeah, I don't
the
want to
international
see that.
breaks.
They
The
might-
None of that.
season finished. Oh, the last day of the season, 28th of May.
So that means they've extended it.
Because it's normally done a bit before that.
Yeah,
innit?
like
Yeah.
14th or
So
the
they've lost like
18th.
2-3 weeks, so
Yeah.
it goes on a bit
Champions
longer.
League
Yeah.
final was normally like around
Yeah,
the
it's
end
around
of
the
True, yeah.
around that time, yeah. Or
The Champions League final is probably normally that weekend.
Yes,
Yeah.
facts.
It's normally that weekend.
Boy.
So they've had to move
Season's gonna
everything
be
for
a-
this.
This is gonna be an interesting one still. But yeah, we spoke about Arsenal, we spoke about Spurs, Liverpool. Now, I don't know, did any of you lot watch this Liverpool game?
The community
this is why I
shield.
ever brought up this pre-season thing, because I said categorically I still think Man City, and I thought Man City are gonna win the league.
I watched it.
People watched that game and then people were like, oh nah, Liverpool, I told you Liverpool.
Can I be honest?
Liverpool, like,
I know they won 3-1.
Liverpool, Chelsea,
No
City
one,
were over them though.
no one can ever tell me that Liverpool team don't miss Mane. I don't care if they won.
Of course.
Yeah.
They miss Mane.
Listen.
They miss Mane, and it showed.
Mane leaving Liverpool, yeah, it's like you see their power.
Did you see what Mane did in his first game?
What?
The first game.
What
did he
Munich.
do?
He was on smoke the
Yeah,
whole game.
come on, why wouldn't you? Why would you not?
Whole game,
love
bruv.
it, man, in that team.
You know what you're doing, that German-
that team
The
so
whole
bad.
game,
Bro,
smoke.
you know-
the whole game, bro.
listen, if the likes of Lewandowski, Gnabry, and all these men are messing up Germany, what do you think this man is gonna come
Like
and do?
he was
bro?
on the up. He was like,
Bro.
you know, certain man.
much.
It's
Do you know
up
who's
down
on the same
through
side
the
as
game.
him? Alfonso Davis. Do you know what kind of
Yeah.
Do you know
That's
what kind
gonna
of
be
demon
crazy.
time these men are gonna be on?
Because
Some
these men are so
speed
they're
demons.
just mad players. The way they play is so different.
it's
They're gonna be
I
crazy.
can't lie as well. That community show game, Highland had a howler, bruv. I can't lie.
It's cool. Don't wait. Look, wait. Do you know what scared me?
What?
Let me tell you what scared me.
Go on.
When
I
he
feel like I
missed
know what
the
you're gonna
sitter
say.
and he laughed, he smiled.
Yeah.
No. That's a man. That has let me know that a man has let me know that. Don't worry. This is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
doesn't
Man
press
said
us.
this is yeah.
He's a
This
friendly.
is-
This is
Man said
friendly.
I'm not pressed. It's just a
I'm
community
not
show. I'm
pressed.
not pressed.
So that lets me know that he knows I'm gonna score goals.
Yeah.
Even the way the first chance he
This guy
had,
laughed, like,
the way
He's
I
not like.
I don't know who he muscled down and still managed to get the shot on his left foot.
Oh, it was Robinson. This one.
Bruv, I didn't even think he'd still get the shot, but he still got the shot.
Bro,
Bro, this
Like,
one.
mad.
When I saw that and he laughed, I said, "No, this is
crazy, man.
this."
This guy's
This
Man
is
said there's
different.
something wrong with
Yeah,
you.
it's a different type of confidence because you know, like normal strikers, maybe they've missed that sitter and for the whole game.
Yeah,
That's
you can
them.
see.
That's their head gone. But he actually laughed. I said, I said, shh. Because listen,
You know.
when men are telling me that Haaland wasn't playing well, I was happy. Because let me tell you something. I'm keeping, like I told your brother on the other day when I saw him, I said, once Haaland taps into the matrix,
Yeah,
That's long.
I was just gonna say. I think
Really long.
once he taps into the Premier League, yeah.
scary.
So everyone needs to like be happy that he's not banging for. I'm happy. I'm hoping that Haaland has the Harry Kane syndrome where he's not banging for a couple of months,
and then it's just
and then
smoke.
yeah, because you know if he
But
bangs.
you don't want him to bang against you, though.
Listen,
innit?
if he bangs from the
He will,
first
from the
off, yeah.
He will.
I promise you, it's curtains for everyone.
Who's
'cause,
City's first game against?
Let me even check that. Now.
I think he will. Do you know what I
win
think it is?
5-0
Yeah,
watch.
I think he's just. I don't want to say he's unaware, but I think he just once he gets used to the physicality of it,
West Ham.
well, that's a hard game.
a hard game.
To a degree.
he's just gonna be on one.
because
Because he's got the strength to just be bodying man left and right.
crazy.
He's gonna be on this thing of you want to mark me, you must be kidding.
crazy, bro.
Literally.
But like even like let's say even down to Liverpool, yeah. Even though like you're saying, I've been hearing, oh Liverpool looks sick and whatever. You see attack wise, you see when they had Mane, their team was 100%. You know that now that he's gone,
Yeah.
it's 5% less.
I can't lie though.
It's
Salah
5%.
Mane used to track back as
Bro,
well.
it's
Salah
5%
be
less,
passing the
bro.
ball a lot more
I'm
in that one
telling
game
you,
still.
It's
Yeah.
5% less.
Certain scenarios where I was thinking, I know Salah's just gonna run and try and take the shot.
Yes.
Don't
passed
he's
it.
pinging in balls, he's pinging in crosses all of a sudden. All of a sudden you're passing now, bro.
Trust me, like now that they're 5% down, it's not like they might challenge City. It's not gonna be like the way like last season when it was almost to the wire, or 2 seasons ago where it's almost to the wire. I feel like now this season someone's gonna win by at least maybe 2 to 3 points. It's not gonna be like the way that tight. Because man, Liverpool. I feel like even this Nunez guy, even though he scored, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the hype
Why did you
personally.
celebrate that thing like that, bro?
Bro, he done
It's
it
like
like it.
these lot don't
He
tell
did it like
their
it was
players.
serious cup final,
Bro.
It's like these lot don't tell their players like
Do you
what
know-
game
wait,
to be thinking.
do you know what- do you know what I think it was?
was crying like
Do you know what I think it was?
I would-
No, you say it. You say it. Go on.
I think that either people have been telling him what everyone's been saying.
Yeah.
about-
Oh, so that's why.
I think it comes down to the whole thing of. I think prior to that, everyone's thinking, right, like, what's wrong with man?
No, because in
like,
training,
he's not
even
hitting.
In,
Do you know what I
even
mean?
in training, he stinks. No, bro, I was looking at him in training.
Awkward to look at. He's awkward.
I was
He ain't got
watching
a
him.
silky
They were
touch.
doing a striker's drill. Yeah, I think they were all doing it. But obviously, when you're a striker, this is your drill. Like, this is something that you want to show off. That look, I'm that guy kind of thing. Yeah. So they are doing this drill. He can't get away from the defender. His touch, he's opening up his body, he's looking
awkward.
crazy.
Yeah, he's awkward.
Yeah, it's looking mad. I'm thinking that I don't know about this guy as in like him being your main striker. I don't know, but it looks like maybe he's one of them man that he may not look pretty, but he'll get at the end of them tap-ins and headers and all of those things. But Liverpool, let's just see what happens, but I don't think that they're going to be as strong
I don't think so either.
as they were last season.
To the people that think they will be, I don't think those people realise
But just
How much Mane was
Mane
doing.
did
I
a
like
lot,
it,
bro.
though.
Yeah.
He came from Fulham. It's a young boy, came from Fulham. They bought him from Fulham. Is it Carvalho or something like that?
Oh, Carvalho.
Oh yeah.
He looks good.
No, he's good, man.
He looks good. He looks good. Obviously, they have Diaz. I like Diaz, but let's see if he can now, his form that he brought, if he can now carry that on to this season. Obviously, Salah, you know what he did last season. Let's see if he can bring that that kind of level again. But yeah, I'm really hoping that Liverpool fell. I am.
How did you say that with such a straight face?
You said it so calmly, like
So calm.
Because obviously Liverpool, one, we were supposed to hate that. I was explaining this to someone the other day. Like, do you know what's so hard is that it's so hard to hate a team like. No, actually, I hate Liverpool. Like, I hate Liverpool, but when they're playing good football, you just have to. It's nothing you can say.
Yeah.
You just have to just shut up.
Yeah, you got to firm
You
it.
have to firm it and just be like, they're sick. But really, see in the pits of my soul, I want them to fail.
I can't lie. I think Klopp's gonna eat his words though.
He is.
What was his words?
When he said, "Where's the Champions League final this season?" They told him where it was. Man's response was, "Yeah, book the hotel."
Where is it? Where is it?
like,
I think they said Istanbul.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, look.
I think it's Istanbul. Let me just
Anyhow,
double
them
check.
man make
I
that
swear that I
final.
was
That's
switched, bruv.
judge.
Yeah, football's
Man
fixed.
said that's
It's
Football's
judge.
fixed, bruv. Football's fixed.
So if it's in Istanbul, and
Exactly.
you know
So
how
when
it
they come
means,
and
how much
channel
it
the
means
spirit
to
of
them, that spirit of Gerrard and them, man. Gerrard, allow it. Gerrard, don't give them no power, bro. I can't. I need
Let
to.
me just
'cause
make sure.
To be fair, if I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I really hope
is
Pep.
Istanbul, I remember.
I hope that Pep makes
Yeah,
the
it's just that
Champions
it
League
is
final.
Istanbul. Yeah.
I hope Pep makes the Champions League final and wins it.
No, and lose.
Can I be honest
No,
with
I don't
you?
want to.
Yeah?
I want him to win.
I want him
actually.
to lose.
No, wait. Do you know why I want him to win it?
Go
It's
on.
because I need this Pep and Klopp thing to be dead and buried.
It's true.
Like, I don't know
It's true. They're not
why
on the same
people are still
page,
trying
man.
to
They're actually not.
are trying to
Do you know what would be lit?
Have we
even
done?
though-
Have we seen the head-to-head?
Even though it might not happen, do you know what would be
It
amazing?
might even be close.
Do you know what would be amazing?
We'll see, Jerry. Jerry, we'll see. I just don't need that Liverpool.
Liverpool City Champions League final. I do want to see it.
No, I don't want to see that.
Why not?
I don't want to see that as
Do you know
well.
why I don't want to see that? Because it's not everywhere I look. These
But
two teams
yeah,
are
yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
man,
bro.
leave,
I don't. It's not.
Yeah,
if I look to my
man.
left, I'm seeing City and Liverpool. Like,
Yeah,
no,
I would like
bro.
to
like
see
you're
it.
holding
If
the
I'm,
mirror
if,
up to
if
it.
I'm being
Yeah,
honest,
man.
this
Nah,
time around, I don't know. I don't think we're going to see English teams in this next final.
I feel like we are.
I think we are.
I don't know.
And I think that we're going to actually see City.
I think-
And you know the craziest thing is, I think City might win it this season.
I feel like.
Well, we'll see. I
Are
mean,
they lacking
I'm
anything?
just guessing.
Are they missing anything?
They're not.
Everything's good.
They're now,
Is everything good?
Jerry, they're now balanced.
They're actually balanced.
They're really balanced.
Straight on finish.
Cause remember, these man almost went to the final without a striker last season.
Yeah, true.
And now they have not even only one, they have two. That average look is cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have this.
I think they're lacking pace.
I hear that. I do hear
You
that.
can run.
I do hear that.
Walker.
Haaland
I
or
hear it.
Walker. That's
Walker,
it.
but Walker's quite at the back, bro.
Exactly.
You
But
get
do you know what it
But
is,
that's
yeah?
That's true, you know.
When you're techie, sometimes techie
The pace
beats
will,
ability.
yeah,
And-
override.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just
Will override the
that's
pace.
probably the one thing you
Thing
could
that
say
they
that
lack.
they're
Yeah,
they're
it's
missing.
Because
They've got everything
I
else.
still remember how they got knocked out of the Champions League finals. Vinicius Junior was outpacing, man.
went crazy, and then he come to deal with Trent.
So yeah, just coming back to the whole preseason thing. The only other thing I will say, bro, Jesus was putting away goals that Lacazette would miss.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's all I have to say. I've seen every single one, and every single one I've seen, I'm just
Lacazette
like,
would have missed it.
Lacazette would have missed that.
Wait,
Lacazette would have missed
yeah,
that. He might have scored
Yeah,
that.
you lot
Lacazette
were
would have missed
starving.
that.
You lot were starving.
I know what you're gonna say. I saw it.
Got a banger in preseason. Jerry, you look like the old Lacazette. Like Leon, bro, he scored like a 30-yarder. Bro, I was like, wait a minute. I swear this guy was missing sitters, and I was like, what's going on here? But yeah, man, Arsenal, Tottenham, I think they're dark horses. I think
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
we need to be careful.
I'm excited. I'm now excited to watch these teams play again.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't for me. It wasn't just Arsenal. Like, I got to a point. Remember, I was saying like even watching Arsenal and Tottenham wasn't exciting.
Yeah.
It wasn't exciting.
And to even be honest as well, like even looking at United's preseason or looking at some of the games, they look okay. But yes, we need another midfielder and another attacking threat.
Do you reckon you're gonna see Martial turn into something else?
Well, he's gonna have to. He has no.
I just don't-
Listen,
I still can't
these
see
men
it,
don't
though.
have no. I
still
agree,
can't
but
see it, like-
you see what it is. You see when we're not signing anyone.
Man, ain't really got a choice in it.
These men can't look to the manager and be asking who you bringing in next. Start looking to each other and saying, what are we doing this season? How mad are we going this season? Like Marshall and Rashford should be on the phone together and saying, bro, we need to go mad this year. Like we need to go super ham. Don't call Sancho. Sancho just his second season. I don't want to hear the man them calling Sancho.
I feel like Sancho will do his thing.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. It's Rashford and Martial. They both came on the scene together
It's true.
at United. So you man need to be like, yo, what are we saying this season? Like, what are we doing this season? Like it's not a don't come and call man's phone saying, are we going restaurant?
Bro, let's go and train.
Let's go and train. Like, let's go and do some shooting practice. Like, what are we saying this season? Because we need to step up this season. Like, these men are no longer like the youth team players. These men are senior man now. These men want the senior man.
Yeah.
So you need to now show these youngers why these men want to play for United. That's all it is for me. This season, I need to see man wanting to play for Manchester United. Play for the badge. Play for the badge. Don't play for the paycheck. Play for the badge, because again, when you're playing for the badge, the money and that is gonna come. Bro.
Yeah, facts.
That's the craziest thing. Like when you're actually in your grind, all of those things that you're worrying about are gonna come. And without you even realising, bro.
I'm even happy with their wages got slashed in half.
Facts.
I'm so happy.
Who got a pay cut? You took a pay cut.
So because they didn't make Champions League. So that's even why Ronaldo was even fuming as well. It's like, brother, you were also part of that team. You didn't make it. So it doesn't mean just because you finished top goal scorer that you must get your piece. No, bro. You yourself, your wages are going to get slashed as well. Go and train as well. Everyone go and do hill sprints, man.
It's true. It's actually true.
Maybe that's why he's upset.
And so, wait. Listen, the other day I just heard the kind of listen. Do you know that? Let me tell you something. Do you know that Ronaldo? So you see, United the club.
Yeah.
United the club. Ronaldo is getting paid. Instagram is paying him more than his actual club. Do you know how much money?
He's the most followers. He's got the most followers in the world.
Do you know
innit?
how much money Ronaldo took last year
Off Instagram.
off Instagram?
How much?
41 M's
To post picture.
just to post picture, bro.
It's crazy, man.
Me too. I can post picture, bro.
It's crazy.
Bro, so that's like almost, I don't even know how much it is, like each individual tweet how much it is, but last year he took home 41 M's.
That's a mad thing.
My
Your
God,
own club
man.
is not even paying you.
That much.
Listen, forget it. It's cool.
It's a mad
So
thing.
that's why. So you see when these
Hey,
when
they need to start doing 360 deals for footballers.
something because now
So the club can be like, yeah, we need a cut.
give me that, give me that.
because now I'm starting to look at some of you players, some of you footballers, depending on your level, some of you men are making some
Bread.
crazy peas.
Bread.
So when you lot are still talking about money, it's mad greed. Like instead you lot just to actually focus on football and focus on your craft and actually become a master of your craft. You man are talking about the contract and this, but yeah, these times Man Value scored like 10 in 40 games, bro. Can you imagine? You score 10 in 40 games and you're trying to say new contract. New contract where? If you don't get out part of this club, I'm gonna find a new club and go and play for about new contract. So yeah, man, Ronaldo's making peas, bro.
That's actually mad.
41 million
Oh,
of
wait.
Insta.
What team do you not feel like that lies outside of? We've kind of talked about the big six or whatever. Like outside of the top six, we saw like West Ham kind of do their thing last season.
I feel like I
team
know
do
what
you
he's gonna
feel
say.
like
I know what I'm thinking.
Who? Palace.
Yep.
Is it?
I wasn't even gonna say them, you know.
Listen,
I'm not. I feel like what's their names might cut through a little bit as well.
Who?
Newcastle.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Depending
but
on who
see
they
me-
sign. Depending on who they sign.
Yeah.
me.
I'm with you on Palace, though. I'm with you on Palace.
There's a couple of man there that I love. Eze,
Eze.
I
like Eze,
love.
Eze.
And is it Elise?
Yeah.
Now, see them two, man, I would take at United. I would take, even Elise, I will have him now. Now, go and get him now.
Nah, but you might got Wan-Bissaka though, innit? So it's calm.
Okay, he needs to go back. Actually, you shouldn't even
I'm
go
wilding,
back. You
I'm
can't go
wilding,
back.
I'm
No,
wilding,
can't
I'm
go
wilding.
back.
Why can't you go back?
You should go somewhere else. You go
Well,
to
let him go
Everton, man,
back.
because Everton, that's his team.
Let
They're
him
not
go
there.
back. But
Southampton.
Crystal Palace, I want them to do well.
I think they will.
I want them to do well. I can't.
What are you saying, top half?
I want them to finish maybe 8th.
Do you think they can do that though?
I think
It's
they
not
can.
impossible, man.
It's not impossible.
It's hard though.
It is,
It is, but it's not
There's some
impossible,
teams
man.
there's some good teams that they will have to be beaten.
Yeah.
I hear it, but
Wolves,
it's not
West Ham,
impossible.
Leicester's, yeah.
But Leicester, I don't
What's his
think.
name's come back, innit?
Who?
Is this?
Troy.
Oh, wait,
It was a loan move, no?
Oh yeah, because he even told Barca that he. Do you know how cutthroat Barca is? He even told Barca that he'll even play for like I think 10 mil. They said nah, man, it's cool.
Don't worry.
Just
Don't
go
worry,
back.
Don't worry.
Jamie said,
Don't worry about it.
Then man
go
says, you know
back,
what? Man appreciate you in it, but
Yeah,
you go and do your thing,
yeah,
man.
man. It's Jamie said, and you ain't got the juice for what I'm looking for. You ain't got it the way I need you to have it. But yeah, I hope Palace do well. I want them to do very well. I hope Eze, 'cause obviously Eze had a crazy injury this season before, towards the ending of the season before, that put him out for majority of last season. Obviously got Elise, they got Zaha. Who else? Personally, you know, I think that they should have went to go and buy that Conor Gallagher kid.
Oh yeah, he's gone back to Chelsea, innit?
They should have actually put the piece down for him.
I think that, yeah. I don't really feel like that Conor Gallagher guy's gonna get games like that.
But maybe in this, this Chelsea squad, because their squad is looking really.
And he doesn't look comfortable there. He looks like the new guy. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like you look like the kind of guy that you're trying to fit in with the team.
Chelsea's looking a bit.
I blame Lukaku for this. I do.
He sounds like Graham Souness in Pogba, bro.
I do.
He's always on Lukaku.
Honest.
Nah, do you know what it is? It's because they lost their flipping owner, innit?
Yeah, that's true. But whatever this new owner is, this guy woman's putting down money.
I didn't know that. Bergwijn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he went to Ajax,
I
innit?
didn't even know that.
But whoever this new owner is at Chelsea, he's slapping peas down. He's saying,
bruv, before it went through, he said if it goes through, I got 200 M's for them to spend.
yeah, look.
That was what he said that before the deal even went through.
Yeah, so I like that, and I think that even.
But I think the thing with Chelsea now is they've got the money to spend, but for some strange reason, it's that certain people don't want
it's
to go.
because that
bro.
and plus we're in a time as well where, remember, all of these like whoever we're trying to deem as elite, there's no more elite man like that.
Yeah.
But see, that elite pool is very small now.
Yeah.
So we have to go from like very good players now to the attributes of man are hard working because they run. That's that's
These
what
times,
we're
that's what they're
looking
supposed to
at.
do.
You get it? Like,
Yeah.
so that's the kind of thing that we're now. It's no longer. And I think I saw someone. I can't remember who said it. Actually, I know. I think it was the boy from Stoppage Time, but I can't remember the boy's name. He's the Man United supporter though. He was saying, I'm just gonna paraphrase. I can't really remember word for word of what he tweeted, but it's something to do with like how academies are not like getting like street ballers, and that's why we're not seeing like. So see like how we might see like Ronaldinho's and that like we know that they've come from like street ball and stuff like that. We're not really seeing much of the street ballers to like per se, and that in a way we're seeing more robotic academy man.
Yeah.
Instead
But
of
it's like,
like,
where are these man getting scouted from now?
that's very
Maybe
true.
they're not. Maybe they're not.
That's
I
very
feel
true.
like these days that a lot of the players we're seeing come through are like, you know, them ones your parents are like, oh yeah, cool, you got football today.
Yeah,
They've
yeah,
signed you up from young, so the
Yeah.
scouts
Yeah.
ain't really outside the way they were before.
Yeah,
like looking
facts.
at just watching the man them kick ball in the park, be like, yo,
Yeah,
you
fact,
can't.
'cause- so when he said that, and I was like, yeah, I was like, bro, it's true, because like even now when you're trying to like find your silky players that stand out, it's like even now when we're trying to figure out of man that are like a standout type of guy, it's very hard to kind of pick these men out unless it's people that have already been playing. Like these new men that are coming up now, I'm not really seeing.
They're a bit manufactured, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Very manufactured, very like robotic. It's like I want to see your style of play, like your thing.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's a very good point. That sorry that I don't remember your name. I don't need to be disrespectful, but that's a very sick point.
I feel like what's his name's still kind of that player though. He don't seem manufactured to me, but
Who?
Sancho.
Yeah, I hear it, but but there's something that he does that you can tell that he still come from an academy. So like, see, like with street ballers, they're very direct. They don't like. There's very just. I'm trying to get to A to B. I'm trying to just murk you. But when you're like see when you're at academy, not that they coach that rawness out of you, but to a degree they kind of do.
Yeah.
Because they want you to really like understand that when you go and play like under 23s and stuff, it's going to be now higher than this. When you go to now play first team or wherever you go, the intensity is going to be mad. So there's certain things that you have to get coached. Like, so let's say that for instance, Cristiano Ronaldo, when he first come, it was all about skills, street baller. Then that kind of got coached out of him. He had to be more direct and more like get to the bar line, either cross it or whip it.
Do you think it's a Prem thing?
No, I think it's just I think it's just a football thing in general.
Yeah, it's a football thing.
I think it's just but you see the Premier League thing, I feel like them man kind of milk it a bit when they're trying to say, oh, you have to be strong, you have to be, but it's like when you go to other, like when you look at other kids that are coming out of the academy, these kids are just silky. It's just technique. It's just techers that these men have. It's not. Oh, you have to have this attribute, or you have to have this, or you have to be 6 foot. It's just, are you a good footballer, and can I actually work with you? So I think that's when it comes that academy. They don't really allow you to be you unless you're gonna be like a wonder kid. Unless you're one of those kids that you're gonna actually bust into the first team. Yeah. They might just allow you to do whatever you want to do to a degree.
And finally, what team needs to be careful? What team is relegation knocking on their door? If they're not careful, they're out. Or what team do you even want to just be out of this Prem?
I'm not gonna lie, I still think Everton are on the ropes.
Everton.
Yeah.
What's the recruitment been saying?
It's not much, bruv.
I don't
They've
know.
even, bruv,
It's
they've
not
even
looking good.
they've let Richarlison go, and I still think
It's not looking good for Lampard.
at all.
His managerial career is looking a bit fugazi right now.
It's been a shambles from the jump. Well, let me not say from the jump.
Nah.
It's been a shambles since he came to the Prem.
I think it's been it's starting to look like a shambles when he's touched Everton. Everton is now looking like, okay, like it's looking a bit crazy for you. But Everton,
I think they're going to be on ropes again this season. I think Leeds are going to be on ropes
I
again
think
this season.
Fulham might go back down.
Yeah,
They might stay, you know.
They come up and go down.
They just bounce.
They might stay. I think it's looking like what's his name's thing's gonna go through.
Who?
Leno.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Leonard.
Leno to Fulham.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. Just stop keeping man that you don't need. Like let people just go and kick.
No, it's not even a case of us keeping him. It's just like
I'm just deep in it. Like, in football,
what I mean?
and I think just in football, like players, like we were even saying in the beginning, that people need to start thinking about their actual footballing career and not what possibly could happen. Like if you're starting at one club and you're starting on a regular basis, now why would you now go to another club to go and touch bench?
I think
doesn't make
what
sense.
it is for Leno as well is he's trying to make that team sheet.
Yeah, he has to.
Germany World Cup. He's trying to go.
He's nowhere near close. Look, as long as
I hear that, but he's trying to go, so he wants to play regular
as long as
ball.
Neuer and that Barca keeper are there, Leno is not seeing no goals.
So he's trying.
But they normally take 3, so
Germany have a couple, man.
He could be the third one.
He might not play, but you could be the third one.
I don't know if he has a
I wouldn't go. I would see.
I don't know if Leno has a
you see
cap
me.
for Germany.
If I know that I'm third choice, I'm not going to no tournament. Let me
But
just chill at yours.
certain man will go with that hope that.
But they're not playing.
I'm here. I might play.
John, but they're not playing. No, but they're not playing.
I hear you, but you have to understand the player in that position might think, man, just might play in it.
Listen,
I know what you're saying.
Leno has been kicking ball professionally for years. Yeah, and I think Leno has even been maybe third or second choice keeper for years. So if you think now is the time where you're going to get picked for Germany when there's Neuer and who's the other Barcelona?
You got Ter Stegen and there's
my brother. Just go and chill at yard with your family and wait until the tournament is done, so you can go back to training and be a number 1 keeper for Fulham. It's trust me.
Fulham,
there's bare man that
with the teams that are still there. I don't, like I said, I think Everton and Leeds are there on ropes. Fulham could be that third team that might get relegated this coming season, but I don't think.
I think it might be.
I don't think it will be them.
Everton and Fulham still.
I think Fulham will stay up this term.
Do you think so?
I think they will.
I don't think so. There's no every time they come up,
they go down.
Every time they come up, they've gone down. But I hear it. But
they do that every time, and then they go down.
do you know what's weird? It's almost like they're too good for the championship, but they're not good enough for the Prem. But it's like there's nothing in between.
But it's because it's that hard thing of when you've been promoted.
Yeah.
What players are in your pool range that are quality enough to bang ball in the Prem?
I mean, have they gone and got other than having Leno on the cards? Have they gone and got anyone else? I don't know. No, they bought what's his name from Liverpool. No. I think he's a defender. Nico Williams or something like that.
They bought They bought.
Who's Nico Williams?
I think his name's Nico Williams.
They did.
Nico Williams.
They did. No. They bought Nico Williams and they bought
From
Pereira
Liverpool.
Nico
Williams, what? He's wing back. Is he a right back or wing back?
Yeah. So you see when you
for like 10
you see when you now name these kind of players, that lets me. There's one of two things that lets me know. Nico, you're either you just come from the youth team or you're.
Nah, Klopp played him, bro. Klopp did play him.
No, I hear it.
He did play, bro.
I hear it. And two, you're not that great enough for Klopp to keep you, and it's going to now add to the demise of Fulham.
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh.
But again, they signed Nico Williams. I'm going to say, yeah, Nico's going to make that team.
No, I'm not saying that he's going to make the difference, but I just mean like they're getting people in. Do you know what I mean? Like they're making signings,
but
they're trying to do
even
something.
like when they first came back, they were getting people in, but it's like, are these the right people that are gonna now bang ball for you for 38 games, bro? And this is the thing that
who's the gaffer over there?
His thing, what's his name? What's this guy? He used to play for Fulham as well.
Oh, Scott Parker.
Scott Parker, yeah.
He's a good manager. I like Scott Parker.
Nah, he's there. I'm pretty sure he's there.
No, he's there.
No, bro.
He's at Bournemouth, isn't he?
Yeah, Scott Parker's at Bournemouth, bro. I was gonna say he's not at Fulham no more.
Am I bugging then?
Ain't it the old? Who's the old?
Someone called Marco Silva.
Yeah, that was the old Tottenham manager and thing manager and Wolves and Tottenham.
Yeah.
He's Fulham head coach now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, bro, Parker's at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So and even for Fulham to even sell that's now at Liverpool, for me, I don't know why you would do that.
Peace.
I hear it, but
Yeah.
my thing is
I can't
that,
think of any other reason other than peace.
but
Money.
then my thing is that keep him for another season, and if he bangs in the Prem, you can shut him off for more peace.
But they probably thought, oh, if we can get X amount for my man, then we can spend X amount on
And
more
if
man.
they get relegated, it's less peas.
That's true. I hear that. I hear
Because
that.
how much did Liverpool give them?
I don't even know. It wasn't crazy peas. To be fair,
Maybe 20.
Boy.
Boy,
less.
mad. Well, on that note, season is starting, and another season is coming to an end. Jerry, I'm sure you appreciate it. Love Island final tonight.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say something important, bruv.
But lovely people.
Anyway, I'm happy.
The last one.
It's the last one. This is the last time you're gonna hear about it on here. But lovely people, make sure you interact with us, you comment, you like, you subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. We're gonna throw some questions out to you this week. We want to see some replies. But on that note, we are out the back page.
Peace.